And that deadly shooting at a church in Sacramento County yesterday.
A crowd outside the church in Sacramento remembering the 3 girls and a family friend shot and killed by the girls' own father yesterday inside the church's meeting hall.
I'm grateful to know that I knew these girls and that I'm able to love a little different, I guess you could say. Yeah.
And at the city council meeting tonight, Vice Mayor Angelique Ashby says law enforcement in the area told her this was the worst and most difficult scene they have ever been a part of.
Because our first responders like to be able to get there and do something about something. And instead, it was too late.
And we learned tonight the 3 young girls attended schools in the Vice Mayor's district at Natomas Unified.
It is just heartbreaking. And tonight we are also learning about the restraining order and the warning signs about the father.
This is the girls, and the 5th victim was identified today. Take a look. 9-year-old Samarah Mora Gutierrez, 10-year-old Samantha Mora Gutierrez, and 13-year-old Samia Mora Gutierrez, all shot and killed, along with 59-year-old Nathaniel Kong, a family friend who was supervising this visit with the girl's father.
New at 11, ABC 10's Luke Clary shares stories about the victims tonight.
We've had a day to reflect on what happened here at the church in Sacramento.
Adiós, hija del padre.
Answering some really difficult questions for my daughter, obviously, and just trying to get her to understand.
Hugs help, but how do you explain something like this?
Just what could drive someone to do that to their kids? I couldn't imagine.
A father who killed his own 3 girls and another man before turning the gun on himself.
That is always harder. It is
Police still searching for a motive.
unfathomable that you could shoot a child, kill a child, more so that it would be your own child.
Rosa Mística ruega por ellos.
Leaves you with a lot of questions.
It does. Like, why at a church? Why here? Why your own kids?
Neighbors who didn't know the girls organized this vigil for those who did.
He was a really good friend to me.
The youngest, Samarah, described as a kind, loyal friend.
If I didn't have anyone to play with, she would be there for me. And if I got sad or hurt, she would be the one to help me.
The middle child, Samantha, a big reader.
She struggled with reading, but she always had a book in her hand. She was always eager.
And Samia, the oldest, all 3 leaving their mark.
I feel very blessed to know that I knew them.
And as kids look to their parents for answers,
They asked me what happened, and I still haven't told them.
Yadira Ortega struggles with what to say to her 6- and 9-year-old.
I don't know how I would tell them, because they heard the shots. When I heard the shots, even though my son asked me, was those shots, and I said no, in the back of my mind I knew they were.
Today I really learned how powerful a hug really is, you know.
With answers still in short supply,
Because I got to hug my coworkers and grieve with them.
hugs will have to do.
My goodness, your heart just breaks for that little girl. A church in Sacramento released the statement tonight. Their leadership says in part, our church body is devastated and heartbroken by this senseless tragedy. We ask for continued prayers for the victims, their family, and our faith community as we grapple with this unexpected loss and trust the Lord for his strength in our grief. They say they're cooperating with this investigation.
We are getting a closer look at the father who shot and killed his own children. He has been identified as David Fidel Mora Rojas. Officials say he not only attended the church in Sacramento, but also lived there for some time. ABC 10 obtained the restraining order filed against him. It says, quote, the respondent and the mother had been together for approximately 15 years. It reads that Mora suffered from mental illness, specifically psychosis.
He was recently hospitalized on a 5150 on April 17, 2021 for expressing a desire to commit suicide. He has a history of being verbally and physically aggressive that's been ongoing for the past 10 years. The mother said, quote, I have moved out the house with the children because I'm afraid of respondent and concerned for my safety and the safety of my children. ABC 10 has been digging through documents all day long, and you can find much more at abc10.com. We do want to remind you there is a national domestic violence hotline open 24/7 for anyone looking for help. That number is 1-800-799-7233.